Hi there, sir. Is this you? I honestly don't understand why it's always men like you that look dusty and unwashed that want to come into my page and disrespect. Now, I already said what I said about the statistics that whether it's for all men or for black men, the statistic is false and it's not real and it's a lie. And you can go straight to the census to get this information. Look at yourself. Why don't you focus on not looking like a lame than coming on my page and calling me a dummy because the real dummy is you. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? What are you doing? You smelled your own breath, huh? Okay. Yeah, the real dummy's you. Do better.
Me talking about the statistics is a non sequitur when it comes to you because you guys, your world is what you make it and whatnot. Your reality is what you make it and shit. You are known for not taking responsibility for your own actions as a demographic and shit. Okay, and I don't have any, I don't have any metric for that and shit. Okay, I'm here to I'm here as a Dusty and shit, okay, to talk to your punk ass, okay, because you talked about that guy's appearance and shit, okay? Well, maybe his appearance is the counterpart to your guys' appearances when you go out in public wearing bonnets and pajamas and in stripper costume, looking like a whole fucking clown and shit. You go out with the multiple the brightly colored primary colored wigs on and shit. Your white woman disguise and variations and shit. I don't know. It's getting to the whole, it's starting to look like a Nintendo game and shit. Okay, maybe that's why the guy looks unshaven and slovenly and shit because he got a bum bitch in his house that ain't doing nothing but sitting on her thought pocket, yapping and running their mouth and looking at her phone and shit and yelling at her kids, if not beating them damn near to death and shit with a fucking ironing cord and shit. And maybe the motherfucker's just tired. He works 8.5 hours a day, over 40 hours a week and shit. His 2 week paycheck is not what it needs to be in the in the slave quarters down here, what we call America, 3Ks and set. There's a lot of dusties out there. They're tired, they're beat down and shit. This is the evidence of your stewardship of this supposed community and shit, okay? This is stewardship. We've been listening to that shit. You're looking at a guy with PTSD and shit, okay? It's different from when we see you guys out in public looking like clowns and shit. Looking like whole clowns and shit. I'm waiting for big clown shoe. Oh, it's already happened. I was gonna say I was waiting for big clown shoes to come into vogue and shit. But I've recently been seeing people wearing these like Mario shoes and shit. I think, that would be a nice ensemble, a nice little finishing piece to your everyday attire and shit. When you go out in public and shit, shopping and everything and acting like an asshole, hyper masculine and shit with a box down there that's busted and in the red and shit, okay? All right, guys are tired and shit. When you see that motherfucker cleaned up, when you see him look like something, he got a fresh haircut, he's smelling right and everything, he got his clothes cleaned and ironed or whatever, that means he's leaving, okay? He's leaving, he's getting the fuck out. And if you don't see him doing nothing and he's just sitting on the couch being a Madden King and shit, chilling out, he's giving up, okay? You've done a good job. You should give yourself a hand and shit because you've made your counterpart, your male counterpart, just say fuck it. And, basically he's just gonna slouch towards Bethlehem and shit and wait for Armageddon and shit because he's tired. He tired of looking at you. He tired of listening to your fucking voice and shit. He don't even want to jerk off no more shit. He don't give a fuck. He's tired. The Dusty is tired of shit. Whether we leave or not, we tired of your bullshit. We've been listening to this shit for over 4 decades and we tired of it. We gonna tell you about it whether you like it or not. We gonna keep telling your fucking ass about it. Okay? You ain't never gonna stop hearing it. You know why you ain't never gonna stop hearing it? Because you bitches don't know how to shut up. You don't know how to shut up for 1 instant. Not 1 fucking instant. Just 1 day. Shut up for 1 day. 1 moment and shit. You can't do it. The epic fail. You get an F. All right, you get an F and shit, okay? And you talking about his breath and everything and shit. Well, that's he can brush his teeth and get some mouthwash and shit. But what you gonna do about your pH balance and shit? Okay, you smelling like a swamp down there. Okay, you looking dirty and bummy and shit. You walking around, you wearing men's underwear under your shit. Okay, because you masculinized and shit. You don't even realize the social engineering that's been going on and shit. You fell for it because you and people like you are the biggest dupes. Okay, you're the biggest dupes and shit. And all any Dusty has to do to get out of this situation is just tell you what you want to hear and shit. Okay. All right, you set the house on fire while you in it, which you barred the door so the nigga can't get out with his babies, and then you want to complain like, oh, why this house on fire and shit? Why aren't you putting the house out? Why aren't you putting the fire out while we sitting in this bitch? All right, you're overspending, mismanagement of money. You spend more money outside of the community than is what is in it and shit. You know, that's you guys. That's you guys. That's why we can't build anything. You talk about having businesses and shit. It's just a fucking beauty business. What does that contribute to the fucking community? Dusty wants to know. Okay, while you're talking trash and you're talking about statistics, it don't mean shit down here. Because all anybody has to do, all anyone has to do to see where we at is open the front door and look out, or stick your head out the fucking window, and they can see what your leadership has done to this community and shit. This supposed ethnic community here in the colonies, man. The slave quarters of America, 3Ks and said, baby. Okay? You want somebody to engage with you and shit. No, you might want to think that over. Okay? You might want to think that over. Okay? Don't nobody, I don't want to be with some bitch like you. Like when I go to the bathroom in public or something, when I go unzip and piss at the urinal, I can look over and see you standing up taking a piss too, with your strap on. Okay? It's alright. You emasculated and miseducated your men for decades, and then you complained about the result. Okay? You complained. Why can't you guys, like you like to say, why can't you do better? Huh? Why can't you be better? Why can't you change your fucking behavior? You know why you can't do that and shit? Because you're an epic fail. You get an F.
Say, why don't you pick on somebody your own disposition?
Oh, please, Mr. Barroom Brawler. Don't hurt me or anything like that.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.